Hello, this is Graceful Guidance, and I am here to do a pick a pile reading, a love reading, because I love to do love readings. What I will say is that this is strictly for love, but sometimes messages come out that have to do with something besides love. So we'll take all the messages that come. So we're going to do it with three different decks, and one deck per pile. So if you know, you know, right? So Rider Waite is going to be pile one. The Light Seers Tarot is going to be pile two, and pile three is going to be the Good Tarot. So I'm going to do something called the Celtic Cross Spread. And I guess I could call it that. It's my version, so there may be some things that are different. The placements may be a little different, but as close to accurate as possible. Of course, I put a little twist on it. So let's get started. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you chose pile one, we are at 1 minute and 1 second. Let me just write that in there. So if you chose pile one, this is your reading. Welcome in. And we are here to do a love reading. If you skip right to the pile, we're going to do the Celtic Cross spread. It's my own version of Celtic Cross love. And let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to ring the bell to clear the energy. Take a deep breath with me, pile number one, and let's get started and see what comes out. Think about a person or whatever it is you want to know about love that's happening in your life. What is going on? It could be about a specific person. It usually is, but if you really just want to know about what's happening in your love life, let's see. What is happening for pile one in their love life? What do they need to know? We're only calling in. Ace of Pentacles wants to come out. Only calling in the Most High into this reading. All right. Pile one. What does pile one need to know about their love life? Okay. So I'm doing this a little bit differently. I usually just put the cards right out. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to put the cards right out because this is just the way that I do it. So this is going to be your question. This is going to be tapping in with your question or your person. This is going to be the past and the near future. We're going to do what's already known and understood and what is not understood or known just yet. Let's do you or your person, right? What's happening, its influences, hopes and fears, and potential future outcome. Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So the energy is really, really nice for stability, celebration, marriage, engagement, higher love. Some people call it twin flame. We won't get into that because that is all about what you believe in, right? So we're not going to get into that. This is general. Okay, so Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is about pride. It's about victory. It's about wanting to be victorious. Sometimes it could be an energy where someone is very proud and they just want to make sure that they are seen in a high light, right? It's crossed by the Emperor, and the Emperor is Aries, and this is also Aries, so strong Aries here, but it could be any fire sign. Some people even say this is Taurus because number 4, and there are April Tauruses, April born Tauruses. But so far, what we have is a lot of pride and a lot of stability. Someone that is definitely wanting to be victorious in love. Then you have the Sun card. Leo energy is really, really heavy here. This is about optimism, light, understanding, illumination, being happy in a relationship. Happiness and stability is really, really big here. Nine of Swords at the bottom. Someone is stressing, someone is worrying, and I don't think you know about it. If there's stress and there's worry, someone that you may think is very prideful, someone that you may believe is very stable, and maybe puts on the, not going to put on a front, not so much puts on a front, but they come up as very happy and very optimistic, very victorious and stable. Underneath, they are stressing and maybe having some really sleepless nights. Nine of Swords is also about anxiety. Okay. The recent past is the Star card. So a lot of healing is taking place. This is Aquarius energy. So we have strong Aquarius, strong Leo, and strong Aries in this here, or the energy of that. Someone has either gone through healing or and victoriously gotten through the healing process. This could be you. This could be your person. There's a lot of light around you. There's a lot of I guess what I would say is like magic that's happening around you. So that's a really, really nice thing to see and to notice and to have happening. Um, I'm going to clarify all of this, but let's keep going. Wow, you have a lot of major arcanas. So this is what's happening in the near future. Some people see the high priestess as the divine feminine. Some people see the high priestess as um, someone who is not speaking to the other person. But in this case, I really just see this as a really, really high vibration union where there is a lot happening in I guess in the ethers, right? There's a lot of, I mean, this emperor is very grounded and stable. And I'm almost getting the sense that if this is about a specific person, this person really, really likes to stay close to the ground. They like to be in control. They don't like to be too airy fairy and fluffy, but they can't resist the fact that there is a lot of mystical, or what we would say woo woo and foo foo stuff happening around them, and they can't deny it. So if this is about a specific person, it's happening. They may be connecting with you telepathically. They may be putting on a front like they don't believe in certain things, but something is keeping this person up at night. If this is a specific person. If this is you, this could be you in a space where, you're worried and, if this is what you don't know, I feel more like, oh, this is a subconscious, then I feel like you would know if you're stressing, you would know if things are just not really, really working out. But so I want to read this as you if you're single and you want to know what's happening in your love life. But I really think that this is really speaking to someone that you may know specifically, and you're just wondering like what is happening. The Star card is also about vulnerability. I said healing, but also feeling like something is out of reach. Everything seems very, very, very much so up in the air in this reading so far. So let's see, your person or you are working hard, doing the same things over and over again, being consistent. This may also be saying to continue to be consistent, continue to persist, to go after what it is that you want. Because you have a King of Wands, or someone is watching you, someone is really, really passionate about you, someone is ready to come right in and swoop in. There's a lot of high vibration, passion, go-getter kind of energy in this reading, and it's definitely happening for you. Even if you're wondering what is happening, there is a lot happening. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of things happening in the spiritual realm. And it looks like no matter what, you will be victorious in whatever it is that you're pursuing in love. The hope and the fear. You got the moon card. So far we have the sun and we have the moon. I see so many major arcanas, and when you have, for me, when major arcana show up for me and many other readers, that means that there's a lot of things that are happening that you not necessarily don't have control over, but there's a lot of things that are happening that you can't necessarily won't necessarily be able to explain in words that everyone can understand and explain, right? There's things that are just going on. There's lessons that are occurring. There's things that are inevitable happening. Everything is very, very, like we always say, spiritual, but this is very much so. If you're at this channel, or if you're looking at tarot readings, then you already understand something about the spiritual world, so that's not too far-fetched. Um, there's a lot of major, major, big stuff happening in the background. So far, we have Pisces, we have Aquarius, we have Aries, we have Leo, and we have Cancer. Okay, so the outcome, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles is usually someone who is single, But if this person is not single, or maybe your question is whether or not the person is single, and if you can be victorious in the pursuit of this. So if your question is wondering about whether or not something is going to be successful in a relationship, the answer is yes. There's yeses all over this table right now. So if you're interested in someone and you're wondering whether or not you should pursue them, yes. If you're interested in someone and you're wondering whether or not they're going to pursue you, yes, they are. If you're already in a relationship and you want to see things move in the right direction, it is. Someone is stressing, and that's the only card here. There's a little bit of fear here. You got the Nine of Swords and you have the Moon card that's kind of saying, there's fear, there's a little bit of the unknown. We're not always going to know everything, but just know that the higher ups are working in your favor and they want you to be happy and they want to bless this union, okay? If you're single, I think I already said that. They want to bless you with a union. They want to bless you with something that is going to make you happy and it will be successful. So let's get some clarifiers for each. Let's look at the Six of Wands, please. What's happening with the Six of Wands? Ace of Cups, new love. Four of Wands, can't make it up. And Four of Cups. Okay, so what I gather from that is maybe there's a little bit of pride that is coming up. Maybe thinking that either an opportunity is going to be missed or an opportunity has been missed. It has not been missed. If you think you've missed it, you haven't. This is an opportunity for love. Look up and look around you at all of the love that is available to you, because it really is available, and there is a commitment here for you. Let's look at the Emperor. Queen of Wands, Two of Wands, Queen of Swords. This person wants to take their time with you. This person wants to be very clear with you. This person is very, very confident that this union can work. So that's one scenario. The other one is, because there's a Queen of Wands and a Queen of Swords and a Two of Wands, I don't necessarily see that as that being like another person involved in the situation. I see that there's a question about the kind of energy to bring forward. Because I see the Queen of Swords here, the Queen of Swords is very clear cut, no nonsense. This is like the mini High Priestess, I've heard some people say. And then the Queen of Wands, because the King of Wands is here under what's influencing it, there's definitely the energy of passion and confidence and a lot of sexual energy involved in this. So if you're wondering what approach you should take, then I would definitely say be clear and also be confident in what it is you're doing. And the Emperor is usually pretty clear and usually pretty confident as well. For some reason, I'm reading this Emperor as someone who wants to have control over a situation. So I think the message also could be to be a little bit more relaxed in your approach and go with your passion, right? So let's see what the Star card is, which is the recent past and what's recently happened in this connection or in your situation. Got the Devil, which is Capricorn. Got the Ace of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Your person has had some... The Devil is Capricorn. They said that Capricorn's really strong within this because King of Pentacles is here. Your person may have had some attachments, or they may have had to heal from some attachments to things, maybe to money. They've gotten a lot of clarity, and they've had to be very, very vulnerable. So if they were not open at one point, it looks like they are opening up and they are ready, willing, and able. They had to go through some kind of transformation because you have the Two of Pentacles and the Death card at the bottom. Now let's look at what the Sun card is, which is what you already know, what's already clear, what's already obvious in the situation. Four of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Five of Cups with the Queen of Cups at the bottom. Okay. So this could also be, the Sun card is usually optimism and positivity and joy, but it's interesting that you got four cards that are not negative cards, but cards that demonstrate a difficult energy, really holding on to something maybe from the past, having gone through some really, really difficult times. coming out of it, or it maybe sometimes the sun is pretending that nothing is wrong. This person is very, very emotional and they've been through a lot. They may be pretending, and you know this. Okay. And because you know this, the Nine of Swords is at the bottom, which is someone who's been stressing and really anxious. And this is what is not known, what you can't see. So what they think you maybe can't see is that they're stressing and they're up at night, thinking and wondering about something that they want to pursue, which could be you. The Fool card is here, the Four of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. If this is about a situation where you and your person are not together and you want to get back together, your person thinks about it a lot. They're thinking about something new. They're thinking about a fresh start. They do, if you feel like your person has left you behind in one way or another, then they really do think about it and they want to, um, I want to say come back. And sometimes I don't like to say that because I feel like in readings a lot of times we say that and we give like this what we call false hope. This isn't so much about hope as much as it is about someone who has really needed to take some time to heal, and they're getting lots of signs everywhere that are pointing to you. And the reason I'm saying they're getting signs that are pointing to you is because you are here, you are in this reading, you are asking about this reading, so it has to be about you. If you're asking about someone else, then that person that you're asking about is what, if you're asking about their relationship with someone else, then that is a completely different story. But in this case, because this is your reading, this is about you, this is something, these are the messages that are just coming out. The only thing I will say is your person may have contemplated this energy, because we have the Fool here and we have the Knight of Wands at the bottom. That's usually an energy that wants to come rushing in, but they are being stopped by something because the Four of Swords is here, and then the King of Swords at the bottom is really stopping it because they want to do the right thing, and if they haven't, they know that they're supposed to, and that could be what they're stressing about. Let's look at the High Priestess, which is what's coming up in the near future for you, for your love life, for your person, you and your person. Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Ten of Cups, with the Page of Cups at the bottom. Page of Cups is about apologies. Page of Cups is about an offer, a small offer, but definitely an offer. Seven of Pentacles is, or a small conversation, definitely a conversation of some sort. Very sweet, very loving, very kind. It could also be about children because you do see the sun here, which is usually it's a child card. Page of Cups is a child card. We don't see the Empress here yet, but we'll see. So what's coming up for you is this idea of what do I want to invest in, right? What is it that, and you may be in a place of being very quiet and really, really just going within to find out more about what it is that you want. What do you want to invest in? What do you want to say? What's going to make you happy? And that's a really wonderful place to be. Eight of Pentacles, the Tower, the Hangman, and the Seven of Swords. So your person is getting lots of signs. They may have had things happen that really kind of shook them up. They're not going to be able to stay in this place for long. If there is someone who is putting their head down and not seeing what's available to them, that's not going to happen for long. They either are having a tower moment or they will have a tower moment that's going to completely shift their perspective and make them look at things differently. I want to see what the Seven of Swords is because I'm not getting a neglectful energy here. If there's anything that they have been neglecting, then that's causing them conflict and they're not going to be able to stay in that energy for long. There is emotion here. King of Wands, which is what's impacting your person or your situation, what's going on around. This person is extremely passionate about you. They do see long term with you. They may be in an energy of, wanting to just have a lot of fun. I mean, the Three of Cups is about the union. I like union card. I like this card for union. If it were not with this Ten of Pentacles, then I would say your person may not be in a very serious energy. But because the Ten of Pentacles is here with the King of Wands, I do think that your person is serious, or they may be seeing people around them starting to settle down and they want to do the same thing and they can't deny it anymore, right? Page of Cups is still at the bottom. So the Moon card is clarified by the Knight of Swords, which is hopes and fears, the Seven of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Maybe your fear is that someone, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords comes in. They're pretty impulsive. They come in like what you call like a bull in a china shop, and they cause confusion. So the hope is that the approach, not the hope, the fear is that the approach that they're going to make or that you're going to make is going to cause confusion. And that's pretty plain because the moon card is about fear, and it is about confusion, and it is about not being clear and not understanding. With the Seven of Cups, that could be very, very much so the energy. This looks so messy, but I see what's happening, so I'm talking you through it. So hopefully this doesn't feel like what is going on that table. Yeah, that you are your person's wish come true. This would be a wish come true for them. I really like this energy, even though it looks a little confusing and there's been a little chaos. So the future energies of this connection and also some advice, I would say Nine of Pentacles is very much so an energy of staying in your power and focusing on yourself in the best way possible, because it's clarified by the Lover's card, Gemini, the Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. So two sixes is definitely harmonious union, but you get to make a decision about what you want. So where do you want to invest your energy? Are you getting what you want from the situation? And it's just about a decision. So whatever the thing is, you stay in your power and you get to make a decision about what you want to do. And it looks like things are going to be working out very well for you. Let's pull some romance angel cards to see if we can get any feedback about your romantic life, your love life right now. What's happening? Love and romance for pile one. Let's see. Trust. I like that. The situation calling for you to have faith. Past life relationship and heart-to-heart conversations. Your person definitely wants to have a conversation with you. It's going to take communication. You are going to get communication from this person. If you have a person in mind, you do have to trust the situation. You have to trust your person. You have to most importantly trust yourself and trust your intuition. It looks like you're getting into that energy. Passion, that is a passion card that speaks for itself. So you guys are very passionate about each other. That's where that King of Wands, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands came in. And let's see, another love oracle message for pile one. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. That's self-explanatory. I hope that makes sense. Pile number one, it looks like your love life is definitely moving along. If you have a person in mind, your person definitely will be communicating with you. They're going to be telling you how they feel. They are a little bit gun shy, but it will happen. They may have some things that they need to work out as far as like kinks in how they're going to approach you, but they definitely will be coming forward. If you are single and you don't have a person in mind, you get to choose, you get to make a decision about who you want to date and what you want that to look like. You have a lot going for you, it looks like, with that Nine of Pentacles there. Definitely trust yourself. But I think this is more for people who have something, someone specific in mind. Okay, pile one, I hope that helps. Graceful guidance. And check out another pile if you want some more messages. But the intention was that there was a message here for you. Alrighty, bye. Okay, if you chose pile number two, if you chose the Rider-Waite not the Rider-Waite, I'm sorry, the um, Light Seers Tarot. This is your reading. Welcome, welcome. You know what I didn't do for pile number one? I did not pull another card that I wanted to pull. Let's see. Hopefully I remember. The song card is what I wanted to pull for you guys, but we'll see. Okay, so if you chose pile number two, this is the Light Seers Tarot, and we're going to be doing a reading for what's going on in your love life and romantic life. We're going to do a Celtic cross. I don't do these often with love because I don't always know if it's going to come out the way I want it to come out, but we're going to try. Okay, I like it because it has specific placements and it kind of gives a lot of information about the situation, right? It doesn't like, it's not like a how that person feels about you reading. It just kind of gives you some information on what is happening, what has happened, and gives you a little bit of guidance, a little bit of advice. Okay, so I rang the bell to clear the energy. Let's see what's going on for pile number two in their love life. Take a deep breath and let's get started. Pile number two, what's happening? Love life with pile number two. So I do the Celtic cross a little bit differently, I think, than everyone else. It's kind of the same, but it might look a little different since it's a love reading. Okay. This is your question or your person. This is what the challenge or the blockage or what's crossing. Recent past. What's coming up. What's already understood and known. What we can't see. This is you or your person. What's influencing it. Hopes and fears, and future energy, potential outcome. Queen of Pentacles and Ten of Cups is at the bottom. We really like to see that because that is about, I mean, in this case, this woman really kind of knows her worth. She's holding her coin. She's focusing on herself, and she's allowing herself to be happy no matter what. So we like that. Bottom of the deck, not bottom of the deck. First card is Eight of Swords. There is a little bit of confusion. It's self-imposed confusion, maybe in your love life or in a situation, and it has to do with long-term stability. It has to do with relationship, obviously, and whether or not it's going to grow and turn into something stable. What you already know is that you've been working at it. This person's been working at it. Somebody's been working. Work is definitely involved. Owning in on your skills. Eights are about abundance, so that's really nice to see. What you can't see is that there's a lot of happiness and joy available to you. This is saying to open up to all of the abundance that is there. So if this person's really constricted and she can't really move, but this person is opening up. So if you are feeling like you were waiting for something else to make you happy, you have to make yourself happy is what it's saying. This is not going to make you happy, right? You have to be happy already. Four of Wands, maybe you've been doing some partying, maybe you've been having a lot of fun, maybe you had a stable union at one point. King of Wands is what's coming up in the near future. There is some, King of Wands was in the last reading, so maybe this is an extension of the last one. I really like this spread so far. It looks just like the way this is coming out because it looks like there's nothing here that says that there's an issue except for what it is that you are thinking about. So everything is looking really good actually, right? Yeah, the Fool. This is about a new beginning. I mean, it's so funny because maybe you're asking a question about something that doesn't really need questioning because it's already working, right? Things are already working out in your favor. The Justice card. I don't even have to pull any cards. It's so funny. It's working out. You might be thinking really hard. You might be trying to figure things out. Queen of Swords. And again, the Two of Swords is about making a decision, but this looks like the same person. So whatever you have going on, not to say it's all in your head, but I think it's really all in your head, pile number two. I think everything is working out. Libra energy is strong. Sagittarius energy is really strong. And Leo energy is very strong here. But I have to tell you, if you have a King of Wands, he's coming for you. Your person, if this is about a specific person, they're here. They are, marriage is indicated, commitment is indicated, long-term commitment is indicated. Um, Whatever you have been doing, it is working. If you've been manifesting, if you've been creating, if you've been doing any kind of like spell work or whatever, plants, magic, it is working for sure, working with the moon. It might be saying don't overdo it because that'll wrap you up in something too much. Instead, it's saying now just let it in, right? Whatever it is that you have tried to manifest, let it in because it's coming in. It could be a Leo, Sag, or an Aries, or it could just be someone who's super passionate about you. They're coming for you. Their torch is lit for you. This is like a lit torch. Don't overthink anything too much, right? You are definitely seen. So let's clarify a little bit. I really don't want to confuse anything here because I feel like we've already got it figured out. But let's clarify. What's up with the Eight of Swords? Why is this person, you or this person, in their head? What's Eight of Swords about? Let's see. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Four of Swords. This is something that you have been dreaming of. This is something that you really want. You have a lot of love to give, pile number one, and it's like overflowing so much that you are getting yourself caught up, right? So there's new love. You want new love. You want something solid. You dream about it. You want to feel comfortable and cozy, and that's understandable. Okay, I get that. Um, what is the Ten of Pentacles? This doesn't have to be a blockage because Ten of Pentacles is usually pretty good. So Two of Wands, the Devil, the Judgment. Okay. That is Capricorn energy. And then I think the fixed signs, maybe. No, I don't know what Judgment is. Maybe Judgment, maybe Saturn. I'm not sure. Either way, you may be so this person looks like they are like pleading, right? They're like, please, please, please bring it down. I want it. I want it. And they want to be free from it. They feel like it's consuming them a little bit. This person's like at the window. She's waiting. She's planning. She's hoping. She wants an offer. She wants an opportunity. It's definitely coming, but it can become a little obsessive, which might be why the Eight of Swords is here. The Eight of Pentacles. Let's see. Well, let's actually look at the Four of Wands. What's happened in the past? These two girls are having so much fun. The Hierophant, the Seven of Wands, the King of Cups with the Page of Wands. Okay, so if this is about a specific person, this person has been having a lot of fun. This looks like almost that Three of Cups energy where there's just a lot of fun happening and everyone's really carefree. There's a celebration. Ascension is definitely happening. You may have done a lot of work with yourself because these are two spiritual cards. This woman has done some yoga. This guy is sitting here and he's looking up and he's just really, really so excited. You can't see that, sorry. So excited about what is ahead or what's coming up or what they've already done. Very, very grounded. So you might have, so one scenario is you could just be in a really good space or have been in a really good space where you were ascending and enjoying the time that you were taking care of yourself. The other thing is this person, Seven of Wands and the Hierophant. Seven of Wands is about commitment. I mean, the Hierophant is about commitment, and Seven of Wands is about pushing that away. So it's possible that you or your person, if this is resonating, maybe pushed away this idea of commitment. And this like King of Cups is very nonchalant. So the King of Wands is ready. King of Cups is like, I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to play with my singing bowl and we'll see what happens. I kind of like being in my own little world. Okay. So that's a possibility. Now let's see what the Eight of Pentacles has to say. This is what you already know. Three of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Seven of Cups at the bottom. Seven of Cups is about having lots of opportunities coming to you, or a lot of options, or a lot of confusion. So Three of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords makes me feel like there has definitely been some pain in the things that have been invested in the past. That's one way of thinking of things. The other thing is Sometimes Eight of Pentacles is described as a person that is just doing their work, and they're not taking the time to look up to see what is available to them. Maybe because of pain, maybe because of what they've invested in. Maybe they feel like they've invested in the wrong things and it's caused them some kind of pain and it's caused confusion. That could be you. The Sun card is what we can't see, the Strength, Three of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, with the Six of Cups at the bottom. There is love here. There is, you know, if you've been waiting for something to come to you, you've been very, very strong. I think it's kind of saying like you've been seen, right? You're seen. You're getting a lot of help from the higher realms. You're seen. If you don't feel seen, you are seen. If you, this is Leo energy too, very, very strongly. You are seen, you are courageous, you have a lot of strength, you've been waiting, your ships are coming in, you are super abundant. And it almost looks like when we go to the cards or the placement where we're asking about what is not clear. What's not clear is that you are receiving energy and how do I say this? You are receiving help from the angelic and the higher realms. You are getting, I don't want to say downloads, although it could be downloads, but I don't know the word. It's like you are getting activated. This looks like an activation, right? For things that are, it's like you've been given, you're here to build on things for yourself, right? So the Strength card is building, and it's strong and courageous. And what you're doing is not in vain, I guess is what it's saying. Like it's going to set you up so that you are able, because you have the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So really, you're building up from 7 to 8 to 9 to 10. So the 10 is inevitable, right? You're definitely going to get whatever it is that you're looking for sure. Okay, let's see what this King of Wands is here, since we're talking about love. King of Wands, this is the near future, right? Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands, whoa, Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is at the bottom. So you very well could be, you know, this is usually the card of like stepping away from something or moving on from something. I feel like if you're moving on from something, you've moved on. You have the eight. The eights are about abundance. It's about infinity. You have all the eights here, so that definitely eights could be very important to you. It's an infinity sign. It's about abundance and growth. Um, you've grown for sure. You've grown very, very quickly, and the painful stuff is over. You're at the end of a cycle, and you're ready to move forward into a new cycle. And your King of Wands could be there, right? That's one way. Let me pull one more card for that. Ten of Wands, you got another 10. You're at the end of a cycle. Anything that's been difficult for you is done. And I say that also because the Fool card is your energy, right? What else is going on? Yeah. I feel like this is like one of those piles where this is like the end of betrayal of anything, the end of something, end of a negative cycle. Like the cycle is over, so you don't have to worry about it, right? So if this is not specifically, I mean, if this is for someone, I would read this as someone who may be single, right? Who may not be in a relationship, may have come out of a relationship, and you're just focusing on yourself. That's a really good thing. Um, keep going in the direction that you're going in. And I mean, you have the Fool that's clarified by the Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is like the sun. I feel like the sun in this is coming up. So, and there's a lot of like everywhere there's blackbirds. So Nine of Swords is like, this is like the same scene, right? With the birds. I feel like, and then the birds here is Ten of Swords. Like, so I can't help but, and then the Four of Swords is someone that's in a nest. So with the Swords cards in this particular deck, and then Two of Swords is making a decision, right? So I'm feeling like it feels like escape. It feels like you escaped from something, and whatever you escaped from, you're free now. There's like a freedom in all of these cards. Like this person is like escaping late at night or waking, before the dawn. Um, and then, yeah, before the sunlight. And then this is Knight of Swords. This person's running after something and they're like trying to escape or go after their bike. And then this person is free. So I feel like this is a new chapter in your life. You are free from any of the old burdens and it's time to get really passionate about it. You're being cautious because this is at the Knight of Pentacles is at the bottom, but you are trailing. There's a new path for you available. And I think that's because justice has been served, right? So let's clarify the justice card. Queen of Wands, the Magician, and the Empress. You did it. You fought a good fight and you have done it, right? I love this. The King of Wands is here. The Queen of Wands is there. The Empress is about rebirth. Well, she's pregnant, so it's about birth. Pregnancy is definitely indicated, but also, the Magician is you manifested this new cycle for yourself. You did it. You have been confident. This Queen of Wands is holding a wand. The Magician is definitely about magic and wand and manifestation. And the Empress, there she goes. She's ready, right? She's brand new. You have manifested a new cycle for yourself. Congratulations. Queen of Swords is the hope and the fear. Three of Cups. The Emperor. And the Lovers, and for some reason this wanted to come out, the Knight of Wands. This Queen of Swords has manifested a new cycle. She is really super focused on, and she wants it to come in fast, on a union with somebody. This is kind of self-explanatory. The Three of Cups is about union, friendships, fun. Six of the Lovers is about exactly that. The Emperor, you have the Empress here, so you're in Empress energy. The Emperor's here. That's a match. She's no joke. She's not playing. And then the Two of Swords is about where you're going or what the future energy is. If she takes the blindfolds off, she will be able to see, he or she will be able to see the path very, very clearly. So let's see. Two of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Death, and Six of Cups. Wow. You will be so victorious once you take the blindfolds off. And I think it's saying it's safe to take the blindfolds off. You've gone through the transition because the Death card is about going through a transformation and a rebirth, death and rebirth. You can take the blindfolds off. You are safe. Okay. This is really about, this is about love, but it's about self-love. It's about new opportunity. It's about celebrating yourself. I really like this. Let's do romance angel cards. You are in a really good place, pile number 2. I know you're stressing. It looks like maybe you've gone through some painful cycles. Those cycles are over. They're done. You have made it. You will be victorious. You are victorious. Claim it, okay? Love yourself first. Yep, this is about self-love and healing family issues. You've already done that. Good for you. One more. One more. Two more. You've healed codependency and you are getting to know yourself. Release your ex. You've released them. Oh my gosh. You know what? I hate those kinds of readings because when you come for love and you want to know about love, it's like so annoying when you get those messages. But this is self-love. It just is what it is. You know? This is it. So let's pull a song card. See what your message is, because this is not someone that is in a relationship, I don't think, to be honest with you. Out of time, Bryson Tiller. If this is about a relationship, that person's out of time. You've released your ex, so you're good to go. What else? And one more. Famous, Kanye West. Okay, so that song, and then Bye Baby at the bottom with Nas. This is definitely about an ending of a relationship. So that song, Famous. So the part of that song is the part, it's where Rihanna sings it, but the song is by Nina Simone. The part that she sings, she's saying, I don't blame you much for wanting to be free. I just wanted you to know. And so she's saying, I loved you more than your own kin did. I don't blame you much for wanting to be free. I just wanted you to know. And that, like, to me says, like, I did everything I could do. I loved you. And if this is about a person, you love that person. You did whatever you needed to do. And that person from your past did not do what they needed to do. And they're out of time. So that's an empowering energy. And sometimes you get those messages and you're like, that's not what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear if that person loved me or whatever, but this was about more about you. Um, it doesn't look like your person showed up much in that energy in this reading. You can always choose another pile. Like pile one was a relationship kind of energy, and it might be the same kind of relationship. It could be the same thing, but that's all I have for you, pile two. I hope that helped. I hope it made sense. And check out my other timeless readings if you want more information about whatever your question is. Okay, thank you. Bye. Hello, pile three. I'm going to go 4623. Hi, pile three. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to ring the bell to clear the energy. I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread for not so much how your person feels about you. This is just a general love reading, just to provide some information on the energy surrounding you and either your person or something else. A spoiler alert is that the pile number two was more about their love for themselves, probably after a breakup. So if you can listen to all the piles and there'll be a message there for you. But in that one in particular, there wasn't much about, it was more about self-love than it was about any other kind of love. So, but this is different. So if you chose pile three, you chose the Good Tarot. And we're going to see if we can get some messages about love for you. So singles or couples, take what you can. The intention is that you were going to get a message from here. I'm setting the intention that you're going to get a message. So you're going to get a good message from here and something that's going to resonate with you, right? That's what we're doing. We're just putting it out there. So pile number three, the Queen of Swords wants to jump out. Six of Swords wants to jump out. Okay. I'm not taking it, but we're keeping that in mind. Messages for pile number three regarding their love life, love and relationship. Messages for pile three. Celtic cross. I do the Celtic cross my way because when you read it in love, it may look a little different. So hopefully that makes sense. Messages for pile number three in love, please. Take a deep breath, pile three. And let's get to it. Okay. So the first card is going to be your question or your person or energy. This is what's crossing you, what's blocking you, the challenge, possibly. This is the recent past. This is the near future. This is what you already know and what you can see. This is what you cannot see, you don't know. This is you or your person or the situation right now. What's influencing it? Hopes and or fears. And we're going to do future energies and outcome advice. Bottom of the deck is 10 of Fire, which is 10 of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. All right, so let's see. The 10 of Fire at the bottom of the deck, she's burning up any residual things so that she can start fresh to the Ace of Swords. There's been some clarity about something. So let's see what we have here for pile number three. The Hermit could be a Virgo energy, going deep within to discover some truths. Nine of fire. Okay, nine of fire is, you got two nines. Nines are about the ends of cycles. Um, you've definitely ended something, ended a cycle. You're definitely starting over. You definitely put a lot of work in whatever it is. This is supposed to be a love reading. So let's see. Uh, this is about happiness. This is great. Ten of water, ten of cups is about being happy. And there is, if you're happy, guess what? And then love is here. What you don't know is this happiness here brings this love here. Okay? Past, the emperor. I'm going to clarify that. That's about being very serious. And what's coming up? Eight of swords. Okay. So pile number two got eight of swords as well. And I feel like all of these readings are kind of like succession, like from the last reading before. So it's like all the cards are just in a different, put in a different space, but they're all the same. So I want to say so far, we're talking about, so Aries and Virgos here. But beyond that, I feel like we're talking about, and this is a Buddha, right? We're talking about being happy. We're talking about going within, and finding, I feel like it's talking about inner strength. I feel like we're talking about that. This is supposed to be love, but you're going through a transformation, and that's why this is what we're talking about. So the intention was love, but this is about inside inner transformation. I'm going to read it as both. I'm going to read it that way, and then I will give you a message, a love message too, right? It's just in case. You might feel like things, Virgo energy is really, really strong here. You might feel like things are moving. There's Virgo, there's Scorpio, there's Aries, and all the signs are here, but strongly Aries, Virgo, and Scorpio. So you might feel, well, let's do it this way. If this is a relationship, you um you're in a good place right now. There's a lot of fun that is happening, and even if you're in a relationship, you might be in an energy, you or your person might be in an energy that is very, feels like solitary energy. So even if you're partnered with someone, there's a seriousness that has occurred, and there's stability, and or there was stability, and now there is just um, looking for to be happy in a different way. So if you've been in long-term commitment with your person, it doesn't mean, I don't see anything, I don't see any breakups here. I just see a need to go within, so that you can start fresh. So maybe you're looking to transform your relationship, and maybe your relationship is in need of a restart or a reset, and maybe you're looking to reset, right? It is saying don't get too caught up in what it looks like, because it may not be what you think it is. It's saying to be really clear and really honest. There's not the cup energy that I see. There's a lot of love in this relationship. If this is about a relationship, there is love, there is happiness, there is an offering of love that is coming to you. But there's also a need to shake things up a little bit, right? A need to move things around a little bit, a need to start things, to refresh the energy a little bit. Things maybe have gotten a little stagnant and a little bit dry, and you want to move things around, is what I'm seeing here. Wrong deck. Let's clarify. right? Let's clarify the Hermit and see what's going on. Eight of Cups, Patience, Ten of Earth, Four of Fire. Yeah, so this is if you're in a union. If you're already with somebody, then you're looking to shake things up, you're looking to move things around, and it is going to start have you be on a more solid make things more solid for you guys, right? So if you're in this, like you were in this airy fairy energy, you're gonna move things along and get more serious. The relationship is gonna become more grounded, and clear. If you are not in a relationship, then you are headed toward a relationship. There is an offering of love that is going to come to you. It's saying to make sure that you are always in good spirits and you are making sure that you remain happy and healthy so that you can bring this to you in a quicker way. You have already been very, very patient. You have already walked away from things that no longer serve you, and you're ready, and it's time. It is time for you to have what it is that you desire if you're single and you're looking for a relationship. Okay. You're at the end of a cycle and it's here. Okay. Um, so those are the two messages. What is the crossing you or blocking you? I don't think this is a blockage. I think it's about you've been waiting. This Matches of Fire is this is usually Knight of Wands. This is Knight of Wands in traditional tarot. It's about something coming in quick. But she looks like a little brat, right? And I'm thinking that she's like, I want it now. And I get that. I get that. And the High Priestess at the bottom says that. But you know why things are taking its time is kind of what I'm getting. Because the High Priestess says you already know what the deal is. I want to see the Emperor. What is the Emperor energy here? The Ace of Fire, the Five of Earth, the Fool, and the Four of Water. You may have been dealing with an Emperor um, who, I mean, for me, when I see the Emperor, I feel like this is stability. And because we're talking about love, I feel like you may have been dealing with someone who is older, who is more stable, who is, some people see that as entrepreneurship. Um, but then I'm looking at the Ace of Fire, which is about something new and passionate, Five of Earth, and then the Fool. Five of Earth is about lack, and the Fool is about a fresh start. So if that Emperor puts you in a place of, the Fool card could very well just be feeling like a fool. But I get, like, if the Emperor put you in a place of it's like a start and a stop kind of energy. That just looks like that's what that could be. And I only say that because there's a Four of Cups here. And then there's a King of Fire. So I feel like, what do you think about the situation? This person does have feelings for you. Um, this could be about money in the relationship, wanting to start fresh, starting fresh, coming from not having much to start with. Could be, uh, I don't know. Let me pull one more card for that. It's the past, so it doesn't matter. It's about solid foundation, wanting to start something solid, but not being able to start it or see it that way. Ten of Cups. Let's see. Five of Cups, disappointment, Four of Earth, holding on, the Moon card, fear, Wheel of Fortune. Be happy. There might have been some disappointment. You already know that there was disappointment. You're doing a really good job at being happy and remaining happy in a situation, or keeping yourself in a high vibe, despite the fact that you may have gone through some things and you can't really see things, you know. You know that things are going to change. You don't know how, but you know it is going to change. The messenger of water is Knight of Water, Knight of Cups, I mean, which is about an offer of love. Then let's see. There's definitely someone that wants to put some time in with you, or you want to put time in with something. So this is about having someone actually decide that they want to put time in, they want to communicate, they want to come in, they want to offer love. I say that because the Ace of Air is here. Yeah. So that's definitely a thing for you. If you are in a relationship, there's investment energy. If you're not in a relationship, there's investment energy. I say that because the Emperor is here and the Emperor is serious. The Ace of Earth is here. The Ten of, so the yet two tens. You got the energy of something that's solid. Now the Eight of Air is about um, being caught up in your head, thinking very deeply, almost to the point where it gets you confused. Yeah. Ten of Fires at the bottom again. So what's coming up for you, which feels more like advice, is because you have the Chariot, which is about quick movement and travel, and then you have the Hangman, which is about not moving anywhere, and the Two of Earth is in the middle, which is about juggling. So you or your person could be trying to decide, do I move really quickly or do I just stay here? Do I stay or do I go? Should I go fast or should I go slow? The answer is always steady. Um, that's Cancer and Pisces energy. They could also just be coming to the point where they're going to stop doing that, because the Ten of Fire is about taking the burdens down, no longer being burdened, and coming out of that energy. It's transforming. You are definitely in an energy of wanting to not be in that energy anymore. You want to be happy. You want something new. You want real love. Oh, I love that. You got the Queen of Cups, the Sun, and the Lover's card for transformation. That's the energy you're in. The Towers at the bottom. You want something new. You want something fresh. You're very clear on what you want. It's such a good energy to be in. And that's because you've gotten a lot of clarity through your intuition. You maybe beat through or cut through some temptations and some heavy energy. You've gotten really clear about what it is you want, and you're ready for the stability. I love that. Oh, that's so good. And then the hope and fear is taking things slow. Justice, Magician, Five of Air. Not wanting to get too caught up in conflict because you want things to be done the right way, and your person wants things to be done the right way. The King of Water is here. There's emotion involved in these relationships. If this is something, I don't think this is someone that's single. I think this is someone that's in a relationship or has a person in mind. And I think that you are hitting the reset button and deciding that you want things to be different. And so you're taking the action to make sure that things are different, or your person is taking the action to make things different. I'm saying it's you because you're the person that has the control in terms of how you want things to go. Things will be solid. You will be moving out of anything that was heavy. Yeah. Ten of Fires at the bottom again, and I'm shuffling. This person is passionate about you. This person wants victory. This person wants to come out of anything that is confusion, and they will come out of anything that is confusing. So this looks like a relationship. This looks like a restart of a relationship. Whether it be restarting something that's already that's already active right now, like resetting, or whether it's something that didn't get a full go and it's ready to go, right? So that's really good. It is getting a reset. You are getting a reset in this relationship. Let's pull some romance angel cards. What's happening for pile 3? Free yourself. It's time to take, yeah, the transformation card. Take control of your life. You are definitely taking control of your life. And that's what I said. Like this is more about you than it is about your person. Although okay, so pile 2 was about was about pile 2, period. Pile 1 was about a relationship. This pile is about a relationship too. I personally would like to get this pile at this point in my life. Um, because I would want to, that's just where you are, right? It just depends on where you are in life. If you're in a place where you're still in the process of healing, you might be in pile number 2. If you're in a place where you've done the healing work and now you're just kind of waiting for things to come into fruition, this is you, pile number 3. You've already freed yourself and you're also taking control of your life to the next level, right? Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. For some reason that doesn't, usually when I see that I'm like, oh no. But for some reason that I'm going to see what else, because I don't think it's unrequited. I think that means, I feel like in this particular situation, I feel like that means it has more to do with reset. It has more to do with not that you or your person don't love or care about each other. You are coming out of the energy of um, doing things a certain way. In this case, the unrequited love is wanting to do things better, if that makes any sense. Yeah, forgiving and learning. That just jumped out. You releasing and healing. Yeah, this is good. The unrequited love energy is not about you don't love your person doesn't love you. It's about moving that energy out of the situation and starting fresh, because this is definitely a situation where there's love for sure. Um, and then healing family issues. This is like a cycle. First you free yourself, you realize where you are, and then you forget, pay attention to, okay, all those came out. I'm going to take all of them. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Release your ex. Keep an open mind. And then wedding. So that for me, and the new love is at the bottom. So this does not mean what it can usually mean. I feel like this is just about the cycles that you've gone through. Sometimes when we're in a relationship, if we're in a relationship, then we kind of continue to go through the cycles of the relationship and we purge. And that's what this is, purge. This is purging energy. So you are purging and you are transforming and you are moving through an energy so that you can get to this, right? You can get to this partnership. And if you're in the partnership, you're still purging. It doesn't mean you're splitting up, because it doesn't look like splitting up energy. This looks like getting rid of what you don't need and what no longer serves you. That's what this is. That feels so good to say, because, and it's going to feel like new love because you deserve love, right? Healing. Yeah. This is healing a relationship. So if you are in a relationship already, you're healing it, you're not breaking up. It's going to take some time. And it says the answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. So you're healing a relationship, you're staying in the relationship. This is a pile that you're in a relationship and you're not breaking up. You're staying. You're not, this is not a breakup pile. This is not a we broke up pile. This is a we're staying together, we're getting together, we're rekindling. I'm surprised reconciliation didn't come up, but this is a reconciled pile. This is a pile where you're with your person. You guys are working through it. If your person is in solitude, then they're just checking some things out and figuring some things out, but they're not leaving. They're not going anywhere. Okay, let's get some song cards to see if there's a song that matches. There's definitely a song with the message. Being with You by Smokey Robinson. I don't care about anything else but being with you, being with you. I love that. Oh my God, that doesn't come out a lot, so that's for sure. Oh man, that's so good. What else? The other piles were like confusing, I guess, because I was looking for like more love messages, like last pile, but this is like so clear. Um, ooh, okay. Then you got Butterflies by Queen Naja and Wale. And then you got Refill by El Varner. That's about um, rekindling like a love, like that sweet love where you just want to keep talking to the person. And it's just like such a good. And then the last one, oh, we're not going to take that. Bye. Bye, Baby wanted to come out. They came out the last one. More Than Words by Extreme. I like it. I love it. I think this is such a good pile. I like this pile. You guys are working through your issues. You guys have gone through some things together or apart, and love is here. This is one of those piles where the relationship is just getting a reset, and I love to see it. So, good luck, you guys. Check out my other readings for timeless messages. I hope that this helped. Thank you for being here. Bye. Namaste.